But it's just always nice to hear somebody that you don't know. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
Yeah.
That's nice. And it got to a point where sometimes the cynicism rolls in. And to have that makes it definitely quite nice.
My client, who's been with me now for 9 months, really kind of a typical Meals on Wheels client. He's very weak, very poor health, dealing with stage 4 cancer right now. When he came onto the program, he didn't have very much human contact. There wasn't very much interaction with him as far as people.
I have no family down here.
Right.
I'm all by myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's me and God.
Okay. All right.
When I first met Marvin, I had an opportunity to deliver Meals on Wheels, of course, and went into his house to put the food down because I noticed he was he wasn't able to get up out of his chair. And it's pretty dark and lonely inside there, but at the same time I just noticed kind of how the apartment needed a lot of cleaning, a lot of assistance in cleaning, and I just kind of saw him sitting there, and he was so appreciative of the meals, and he was so appreciative of somebody coming by, and I thought, you know, nobody deserves to kind of live like that, and he seemed a little down, but he was just kind of sitting there in the dark, you know, in his apartment by himself, and I wanted to help him in some way.
We had 2 of the volunteers who agreed to come in and do some deep cleaning in his house, which they spent several hours one day. They came in and they did some deep cleaning, and they've continued to do some cleaning for about 6 weeks. Every other week they would come in and they would do some cleaning, and anyway, you can just see in his overall disposition, you can see where he's brighter, and even just to talk to him about Meals on Wheels and just to talk to him about the volunteers, he's just a different person.
He didn't want to live that way. He had not lived that way before, and he was obviously a very clean and well-kept person who just couldn't keep up with what needed to be done in his house anymore. So I think that's just made him happier, knowing that he could go in and his kitchen doesn't have little buggies running around in it, and he can get his dishes washed and put away, and his floor's clean, and his fridge and microwave are clean, and everybody is bound to feel better when you can get in there and feel like you're working in a clean space. So I think that's helped him a lot.
Well, I've known about Meals on Wheels for many years, because Meals on Wheels has been around, what, 50 years? It's been around a long time. Did I ever think that I would need them? No. So it's a shock to realize that it's getting to the point where you're having a hard time walking, you're having a hard time talking, you have no energy, and you're having a hard time even using a microwave. So having Meals on Wheels for at least one good meal a day and then the snack is wonderfully necessary.
And it's more than just a meal, you know. It's the human interaction that they get, the human touch that staves off the depression and the loneliness for many of these people who are in some cases facing death, which is the case with this particular client that I'm talking about. And it just goes to show that just a little kindness, just a little love goes a long way with people. And it's just one of the nice things I really enjoy about this program.
There are people in my zip code, in my neighborhood, down the street, in our cities, not far away, not in a different country. And I thought to myself, everybody needs to find somebody to serve. Everybody should find a Marvin, and everybody should get out there and do something to make somebody else's life better or more comfortable. And it gives you a blessing to understand how much you have and what other people might need, and that we can provide that easily just by helping.